back on the route.
Made it without falling in.
$300-mile bike ride. It's going to be more likely 310 miles of the new King John Way, which goes through the Shires. 2 routes, one on road, one off road. The one we're going to do is the off road one. The Thursday evening after work, we're going to get between 23 and 43 miles in tonight, find somewhere to stay, and each day maybe 100 miles, with the last day being 60 odd miles. I'm going to try and finish it by a Sunday, but if not, I've got a Monday as a slip day. Lincoln Castle, the old medieval 11th century castle, that's what I'm looking forward to the most in here. Never ridden on these roads before. I've not even visited most of the places, so it's a proper little adventure for me and for Wolfie.
Right as a pound there, isn't it?
Glorious sun out and a nice tailwind, so we're making some good progress to start with. First bit of drama. First hour done. We've just done over 15 miles. It's a nice cruise on these roads. We've only even met a handful of cars. So we're heading towards Boston. Probably a little bit too far ahead of our marker, so we're going to get some food there. Things might change now. I'm going to have a look about to see what Boston can offer.
Boston. There were some nice buildings. I just wasn't prepared. I mean, I should have tried harder at school with languages. But even if I had, I would have struggled to understand anybody here. But who am I to judge? I suppose I'm a typical Englishman that goes abroad and expects everyone else to speak English. The only difference here is I wasn't the one who embarrassed myself. By this time, our bellies were calling.
Made it to Boston. Gonna have a bite to eat in a place in here, Rancho Grill. We spent Wolfie's monthly wage on a chicken burger, and we're off on it now. Very bumpy along here. Yeah, very quiet roads, not a car since we were in Boston.
So why is this route named King John? Well, King John Lackland was the King of England between 1199 and 1216. He was infamous for his conflicts with the English barons. He was the son of King Henry II and brother of Richard I, also known as Richard the Lionheart. John had many ties to the area we were riding, hence the connection. A revolt at the end of his reign led to the sealing of the Magna Carta. He eventually died at the age of 49 in Woodhall Castle, a place we will visit on the route.
There, so it doesn't fall back, it came off.
So my seat post bodge has failed already. Just needs a zip tie around it, in the true GCN traditions.
That means round his neck. It's bound to be it. Still cruising along here. Change of direction, we're going to go over this bridge. It's a Spa trail. Let's see what delights it's got in store for us. Cruising speed. So 6:50 in the morning and we're out back on the route. It's a damp start to the morning, just with dew on the tent, but really nice temperature. Not a bad location to sleep. We're just on this little track now, and then we're going to go and find some food this morning, maybe in Hornchurch. If not, we'll push on. Just a gentle pace.
Beautiful morning, not a cloud in the sky, sun is shining, warm, nice. No air, no wind. Thank you.
First little incline we've come to in sort of 45-46 miles. Nice warm up.
Supposed to be flat in Lincolnshire. is a nice little spot.
Cheated, I went over the bridge. "13.5 miles in this morning. We've still not had breakfast, but we're just cruising along. And we'll stop somewhere appropriate when it happens. But until then, we're enjoying these country little lanes. The elevation's been good today, up and down, twisty, lots of like oak trees. You can hear the birds tweeting along them, rabbits running across the road, usual thing, but it's been good. Bit of a wind from over here, but a nice view.
Bolingbroke Castle is easily missed if you don't keep an eye on the route. Luckily, we had noticed and looped back to the old castle ruin. This enclosure castle was built out of Spilsby greenstone. Spilsby itself is a town we will visit shortly. This area was first fortified by the Saxons around the 6th or 7th century. Later on, the Normans built a motte and bailey on a nearby hill, but it wasn't until 1220 the present structure was built. The future king, Henry IV, was born at the castle in 1367. By the 15th or 16th century, which was around the Tudor period, the castle had fallen into disrepair and was used as an administrative centre. At the start of the First English Civil War, the castle was again put into military use to garrison soldiers, becoming a defensible base. However, in 1643 it was badly damaged, besieged by forces. That winter the castle was destroyed. In 1652, what remained of the castle was slighted, meaning it was deliberately damaged to reduce its value. The towers and walls were torn down and dumped into the moat. The last major structure collapsed in 1815.
More hills. Not quite finished yet, but that was 10% up there.